Assalamualaikum and hello YouTube, my name is Nur Muhammad from NMWatch, and yes, I'm coming to you all the way from Malaysia. So today, what do we have on the table for review? So I have these two cool military style, or some YouTubers call this a pilot style watch because of the dial configuration or whatever. This is a cool Seiko 5 watches in the almost similar genre, and so of course this one is my wife's watch and this one is on loan from my buddy Mr. Akmal. So I've done a full review for this particular watch. Please go ahead and check out my video archives. And of course I've done the review for this particular piece as well. That was like long time ago. So yeah, go ahead and check out my not so cool video back then. Okay, so anyway, let's do our customary watch check. Today I am wearing my Obris Morgan Pradara, a dive watch, a Hong Kong based company. Obris Morgan is a Hong Kong based company, and this is the Pradata model. That is a diverse watch, but it looks a bit military-ish, you know, so I want to give it some kind of taste of military. So I think yeah, this looks a bit military-ish with this black DLC coated, and also this cool looking seat belt strap from Dials and Strap. Okay, so the setting is a bit different today, so I have a bright and sunny sunshine Malaysia on this window here, so I would like to try to minimize the use of a studio light. So I have one light over here, and let's see how the video turns out. So you will see a bit of, you know, a shadow here, yeah, right? So yeah, you know what, I'm just gonna have to bring the watch up close so that you can see the dials more clearly. Okay, so yes, let's talk dimensions first. So dimensions check. This is the this is the SNK807K1 right? So it measures 37mm in diameter. The lug to lug is about 42mm. The lug width is 18mm, and the thickness of about just 12mm, which is super slim and maybe a bit too small for some of you macho guys out there, right? So next up is this SNZG13. Maybe this is a J1 model, but I don't think so. Maybe it is a 17. It is a K1 model. This is the dimension is 42mm from the diameter. The lug to lug is about 15mm, and the lug width is 22mm, and the thickness is also similar to this one is about 12mm. So which is still a thin piece, but quite huge on my wrist. So I'll show you later on how it looks on my 6.75-inch wrist later. Okay, so we bring this to up close and personal. So yes, you can see that this, if let's say we want to compare it as if you want to think of it as a military watch, this one has a what do you call a Flieger style B-dial type with this 5, 10 or minute tracks on the outer side, and this one is a what do you call it, an A type if you want to think of it as a Flieger. But this one, instead of having this hour markers 1 2 3 4 1 2 4 5 6 7 and so on, we have also a 24 hours time in the middle, right? And similarly the same here, instead of having minute track on the outer side, we have the hour inside this circle, right? So yeah, if I am to choose which one I do prefer the dial, you know what, I prefer this one, right? I prefer this one, but it's quite difficult just because I love them both, and I prefer this style of dial, but I wish it is at this size. Okay, so anyway, so that is about the dial. So the dial also, again, on this SNZG13, you see that it has this matte black dial with, of course, printed indices, and again similarly this one has a matte blue dial, again of course in printed configurations, right? So there's no applied hour markers of whatsoever, but we do have this. Similarly, we have this Seiko and 5 logo applied, and yeah, other than that, it's all printed. Okay, so let's talk about they're still about the dial. So I think it's a bit too crowded here. I wish they could have just take off the 23 jewels, just put the automatic and 100 meters, that's all. And yeah, but it's similar to this one, but yeah, you know what, it's not really that big of a deal. All right, so of course both is using the Seiko Lume Bright. We'll show the Lume later on. And before we go to the case, still we need to check out these hands. Okay, so I would like to talk about these hands a little bit more. So on my full review, I mentioned that this minute hands is a bit way too short. All right, so this one, the hour hand is also a bit too short. So I think if it is 1 millimeters closer, and it will be perfect for me, because if you want to set it, let's say 10-11, so you can see that you can't really reach out to up until the 11 minutes marker over there. So maybe that is because we have this chaptering, quite a thick chaptering here. Maybe it doesn't want to bump, Seiko doesn't want the minute hand to touch this area, but still, yeah, they just could just a little bit more. Okay, so on contrary, on this SNK807, you can see that the hour hands is just nice touching this hour marker, hour indices here, and the minute hand as well, just nice touching. Yeah, a bit longer to compare to this one, right? So to the minute marker. So that is where I think this one is much more legible compared to the SNZG13, right? So again, what do we have? So the day and date wheel. So this one features an Arabic and English day wheel. So I set this one to Arabic because yeah, it's kind of cool, right? So but this one has a your usual English and Spanish version day wheel. All right, so yeah, nothing to complain, but yeah, there is a difference. So and then the second hands, we have this lollipop style counterbalance here with this red tip second hand. And we have again, this is where it gets confusing, right? So this is supposed to be a military watch, but the second hand tip is a bit more to a flight watch. So that is why it gets so confusing. Is this a military watch, or is this a flight watch, a figure watch? I'm not really sure, but yeah, still you can. I think maybe they want it to be used in both situations. So yeah, that is maybe the intention of the designers, right? So the case finishing. Seiko 5, this SNK series has all. I think there is one model that has a polish finishing here, but we have this bead blasted finishing on this SNK807. As you can see, after I don't know, maybe 4 years of use, it doesn't really get banged up that much. So if it does get any scratches, you will see it. You will see, and it's a bit annoying compared to a brush finishing. On the contrary, the SNZG13 has a polished side case. So yes, if you scratch it, you can polish it up. But this is but if you buy another version of this SNZG, you will also have that bead blasting finishing. So personally, I prefer this configuration. I prefer this brush top and side polished side. But yeah, that is how it is, right? So the future, the movement here. So right, this features a 7S26 and this features a 7S36. So you can see already it mentioned here 21 jewels, and here it has 23 jewels, right? So based on another video from another YouTuber, he mentioned, I forgot what's his name already. Maybe it's Maverick. That's Maverick's watch review. He mentioned that this one has a 40 hours power reserve and this one has 42 hours power reserve. I haven't tested it out, so I don't really care because I have lots of watches to rotate in the rotation, so I don't really mind it. But if you do mind that extra 2 hours of power reserve, there may be this in the one that you should go for, right? So you can see here that there is no mention of water resistance on the SNK807, but there's a mention of 100 meters water resistant on this SNZG13, which is weird because you can see at the back we have a similar setting. We have a screw down case back with a display case back, and this is also a screw down display case back. So I'm not really sure how did this one have a 100-meter water resistance and this one is just 30 meters. So maybe there's an extra gasket in here, maybe there's an extra gasket in this crown. I'm not really sure, but yeah. If you guys have any explanation on that, please do let me know. Okay, so of course this is the super robust 21 jewel Seiko 7S26. It doesn't mention here made in Malaysia whatsoever, so my guess is this one is made in China, and this one is a SND Seiko 7S3603J0. So maybe the movement if made in Japan, I'm not really sure about that, but this is, if there is a Japan movement, it will show, it will be written under here, so there is no Japan written here, so I guess that this is a maybe similarly China made piece. Alright, so yes, nothing really to see down here. So if you do like the case back, there's the see-through case back. Yeah, I'm one of them who really love to have a display case back. Yeah, it looks pretty blunt, so nothing really interesting, but yeah, still it's a cool thing to have. So okay, so next, the crown operation. Of course, being a non-hand winding and non-hacking movement, so you only use this crown to set the movement, set the time, so it's pretty nice and easy to set. Of course, finding the minute is quite difficult because you have to imagine where the heck is it, so you have to guess where it is, right? So crown operation itself is really good. I have really nothing to complain about, but yeah, it could be better. It could be better, man. Right, so this one is a bit tricky because the crown is at the 4 o'clock position, and you can see that it's tucked away inside there, so you have to have a bit of fingernail to tuck it in, and boom. And operating it is a bit annoying because it's so small if you have a big thumb like me, so yeah, it's going to be a bit annoying, but still it's okay, not bad at all. Right, so what else to talk about? The Lume, yeah, I will do the Lume later on, but just show you, I just want to show you how it looks on my 6.75 inch wrist. So of course this is not the original strap that it came with. My wife, I don't know where did she put it, but I think she lost it. This thing came on a original Seiko canvas strap, which is pretty horrible. And so I put it on this navy blue silicone strap from AliExpress. I've done a review for this particular strap, and yeah, I think that looks really cool on my 6.75 inch wrist. Okay, so next up we should put on the SNZG13 and show you how it looks on my other wrist, right? Okay, so again, this is not the original strap. Akmal did give me the original bracelet, so if you want to check out how the bracelet looks, so go ahead and check out my full review for this particular piece. But this is another, I think I've bought this from Lazada for maybe $1 or $2. Okay, so you can see that it looks quite big, man. Yeah, it looks quite big on my wrist, even though I have a 6.75 inch wrist, which is not really that small, but you can see that the 50mm lug to lug does, it's a bit, yeah, it's almost, you know what, going outside of my wrist, so that it's not really that good, so in my opinion. So which would I go for? It's a tough situation, but I really do like this style configuration compared to this one. But lately I have you know what, I have a bit of change of taste, so I'm more into smaller watches, so this one will be my pick if I have to choose between these two. Okay, so what do you guys think? What do you guys think about these two watches? They are, all in all, they are a great value for money. Of course, this is just $50, and this one you can get it around $100. So do I think this is do I think that this is worth twice the money for this one? I don't think so, man. I don't really think so. it does the job. It's a lot bigger. It has a lot more water resistant and everything like that. But still, I don't think it's worth twice the money compared to this one. So this one you can get it, maybe if you are really lucky, you can get it for about $50, but usually they'll go for about 60 to 70 bucks. So you can have blue color, white, beige, beige, and green, I think. So there's another also a polished side case version of it. So we have, I think, at least 5 or was it 6. There's another red version of this particular piece. If you want to have this one, you know, for the price of 100 or 110 bucks, I would ask you to go to buy 2 of these, right? So buy the blue one or buy the beige one or something like that, so you can just play around with your straps. Okay, so what do you guys think of these 2 watches? All in all, they are great watches from Seiko. If you don't want to spend a lot of money, and if you want to, you know what, start your son or maybe your friend on starting to like mechanical watches or automatic watches, this is a great gift for them. Okay, so if you guys do like this video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Oh no, so I'm so sorry about that. So I'm gonna pause this video so that because I wanted to show you the Lume, right? So the Lume, right? So let's see how it looks on these 2. So let's give it a charge here and a charge over that, and I will pause this video, right? Alright, so here is a Lume shot. So you can see that I've charged it with a bit of light, the overhead light over here, but of course this is a bright sunny Malaysia. You can still see the lights coming in through my window, so you can see there is a cool application, nice application of the Seiko. Damn, I forgot the name of the Lume that Seiko made. Yes, this is a very cool, and it is very long lasting. This one, when I use it during sleep, when I sleep, I could still see it during 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. in the morning. Similarly, this one is the same, but because the area Lume application area is a bit too small, so you can of course still see the hour, minute and second hand in the morning, but these small dots will fade away quite quickly. And just for a comparison, this is the Obrismorgan C1 Super Luminova. So this one definitely could not last longer compared to the Seiko's Lume Bright. Yes, the Seiko Lume Bright always wins the game, right? So, and now I can end this video. So if you do like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see lots more videos such as this, please go ahead and click subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to click the notification button if you want to see more videos such as this in the future. Until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.